Gunslingers, welcome to this amazing Chiefs Corner. We are on location at Maxwell Air Force Base, where we had the opportunity to witness the historic Warrant Officer Training School graduation today. And I have a very special guest, our own Warrant Officer 1, Alexander Childs. Sir, thank you for being with us today. This is a huge honor to recognize you, this monumentous occasion for our Air Force and certainly for our wing and the 67 Cyberspace Wing. Thanks for being here today, sir.
Hey, thank you very much, sir. It's an honor to be here.
Yeah, excited. So, if it's okay, we'd love to ask you a few questions. We have a lot of fans, a lot of fans of you, not me, but a lot of people who are eager to just kind of hear about this experience. But before we do, if you could tell us a little bit about who Warrant Officer 1 Alexander Childs is.
As you know, Warrant Officer 1 Alexander Childs, been introduced, but I enlisted in the Air Force in 2009. I joined as a Korean linguist. Spent 6 years as a Korean linguist, first 2 years being at DLI. Spent 4 years at Osan. Had a lot of fun there, learned a lot and expanded my cultural knowledge and understanding. Then I decided I would retrain into cyber warfare. Became a 1 Bravo 4 and spent the rest of my time at Lackland until now. So I am having a blast, about 15, almost 16 years in. But the opportunity came up to become a warrant officer, and so I jumped on ship.
Awesome.
Said this is the way to go.
Awesome. Now this is such an incredible time in our Air Force history. You know, we had the opportunity at your graduation today. Secretary of the Air Force, Kendall, was the keynote speaker, and he reminded us that this is a program that's not new to the Air Force, but the Air Force actually stopped producing warrant officers about 65 years ago when it stood the program down. We did have warrants that continued to serve for a number of years, but if I recall, I believe the last active duty warrant officer retired in 1980. So it's been a minute, but we are, holy moly, this is a phenomenal opportunity to kind of bring it back as we're focused on great power competition. But your AFSC 17 Yankee cyber effects and warfighting. If you could talk a little bit about that and what you're going to do as a warrant officer for our Air Force.
Absolutely. So I'm one of the Delta shreds for the 17 Yankee, so defensive side of the house. So what my job will entail is to help advise the squadron commanders and help advise the commanders on the tactics that we need to perform in order to get our troops up to speed on the most recent and most important technologies that are coming in to work as a professional warfighter and a technical integrator, being able to pull them in and as well as help train our troops, the enlisted force and the officers, to tackle those challenges that come up every day.
Absolutely. Yeah. Secretary Kendall referred to you and the 29 other warrant officer graduates today as the master tradesmen. You are that technical integrator, as you said, the competent advisor, and certainly the professional warfighter that commanders are certainly going to count on and come to expect as we continue to advance our United States Air Force. If you're willing to share, could you give us a little insight of what the Warrant Officer Training School was like these last several weeks that you've been here at Maxwell Air Force Base?
Absolutely. So it's been a lot of build the plane as we're flying it. This is a brand new program. There were a lot of kinks that needed to be worked out, but the cadre for the schoolhouse has taken a lot of feedback and a lot of direction from us that kind of stepped us into the credible advisor role immediately, coming in with all of our experience. But it's physically demanding. It is mentally and emotionally demanding as well. Stepping back into a BMT-esque setting with MTIs and your instructor cadre watching everything that you do, evaluating you every step of the way for both technical competency and leadership competency, being able to instruct and brief professionally. It's very demanding, and it's hard, but it's been a lot of fun. Awesome. It's been enjoyable.
Yeah, I think Secretary Kendall today said there was over 400 applicants. This graduating class today, 25-1, there's 30 graduates of those 400. And then in the 67 Cyberspace Wing, we're just excited to celebrate 7 graduates today. Certainly you as one of those, sir. And just to kind of, get a chance to kind of emphasize this great opportunity for our Air Force. Our culture is gonna grow, gonna evolve, and I think we got a chance in the ceremony today to understand when we're addressing you by your ranks, or what's the appropriate way to address you.
So there is a video out that has discussed this. If you haven't seen it, the proper terminology to use when addressing a warrant officer is by full rank, so Warrant Officer 1, Chief Warrant Officer 2, Chief Warrant Officer 3, and so on. Warrant and last name, or Mr. or Miss, depending on the person.
Awesome. Yes, sir. Now, we have a lot of gunslingers that aspire to be like you someday, and those who maybe might be future gunslingers watching this, and they're hopeful to put together an application or hopefully apply and be selected. What advice would you give to those out there that are aspiring to be a warrant officer one day?
For those aspiring to be a warrant officer one day, I would say that not only should you continue to be technically proficient and understand your craft to the maximum extent possible, you do need to not negate the leadership aspect of things. So being able to operate is one thing, but you do need to be able to lead operators, and you need to know how to operate to lead those operators. And that's the biggest thing that I can say would prepare you for this, outside of being physically prepared to take on these challenges.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we are just so excited, especially in the 67 Cyberspace Wing, to have the expertise and the leadership that our warrant officers are going to bring. We get after it every day, but we're gonna be lighting them up even brighter. We're going to shine even more with your leadership, sir. So if it's okay, sir, I've been saving this coin for you, just to recognize this historic opportunity. But it's really my honor, my boss's honor, Colonel Picklesheimer, for us to be here today to witness this great ceremony, sir. But on behalf of all the enlisted gunslingers, congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, gunslingers, thanks for tuning in today to this very special Chief's Corner with Warrant Officer 1 Childs. We're excited to see him in action here soon when he transitions to the 835th Cause up at Scott Air Force Base, and all the other warrant officers that we're blessed to have in the wing. Until we talk next time, every day, light them up.